We're now going to discuss reversing. And the biggest thing about reversing, if I could simplify it for all the kids who are sitting there with their gear in reverse, waiting to figure out, should I steer to my left or should I steer to my right? What's going to get me out of this spot successfully? If you are in that parking spot there and you're going to be reversing, the one sentence you have to remember is you steer the way you want your back end to go. So, if I put my wheels towards the right, that is going to make my back end swing out towards the right. If I steer to the left, my back end would then steer towards the left. Now, in a spot like this, you might notice there are cars on both sides of me. Now it's even tougher. I have to be so careful making sure that when I'm in reverse here, I'm not going to steer right away. I'm going to go straight back for a period of time. Once I've cleared this car, because that's my main concern, when I steer to the right, my front end goes to the left, and I wait late enough that now I can steer out and find my way. If I was backing out, then I was steering to my left. So if I had my wheels set towards the left, now I would go straight for a little bit, and with my wheels towards the left, my car would swing this way, so I make sure I don't do it too early. I go straight back long enough, then I could steer towards the left and find my exit. Anytime that you're in reverse, what you're going to want to do is, if I'm backing towards my left, then I'm going to look over my left shoulder predominantly as I back to my left. If I'm going to be backing to my right, I will look predominantly over the right shoulder. If you're backing straight back, you usually look over your right shoulder mostly, but make sure you're aware of both sides. But mainly where you're going is where your primary focus is going to be. The other thing is, when reversing, you still want to use correct hand-over-hand steering. So if I'm backing to my left, I'm going to steer hand over hand. I'm not going to palm the wheel as I look back, etc. I'm going to use two hands on the wheel. The only time we use one hand in reverse is while we're going straight back. So just be aware of that. All steering is still done with two hands. Looking in the direction, if I'm backing towards my right, my main focus is going to be right there. Backing towards the left, same thing. Just be aware of your surroundings in reverse, as it's one of those times where you're most vulnerable to an accident.